Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's quite cold actually, hence you can see I'm wearing this very cozy jumper. It does feel quite Christmassy, which is always a nice warm cozy feeling. I was on a holiday last week, hence there wasn't like a consistent flow of my videos, but I did post a reel on my Instagram page. If you're interested in finding out sort of like weekly motivation messages, they are available on there, and what sort of like mini card readings you can see. If that is something you like and that is something you find quite fun and just like a little boost of energy that you may need in the middle of an afternoon at work, that's what my Instagram page can provide you with. I also share tips and things that I usually do in my coaching, such as salary negotiations, how to navigate challenges of relationships, how to come out of a certain mode of maybe people pleasing, or all these themes, how to reduce anxiety at work, relationships, and just generally. I have a wealth of experience now in the last couple of years, which I have gathered whilst experiencing all these things myself, moving to different jobs. I've had 4 jobs now since I graduated, and how to navigate that. And having worked in academia, having worked in startup, I am an engineer by the way, so I've worked in tech only, but obviously this advice would apply to anyone, and I did go through quite a lot of negotiations, and I tried and tested what works, and what works for women is completely different to what works for men. It's not the same. So what I have gathered from all of my experiences, that having a strategy is a must. So how to build that strategy is something I'm very good at, and I can help you with that. Since we are coming towards the end of the year, a lot of people are going to be thinking about their new career moves in the beginning of the year. End of year bonuses are due. Whether you feel those bonuses are the right ones for you or not, I can help you with that. Of course, my approach remains a combination of this logical, strategical part combined with a very intuitive, holistic approach, which of course I do with my tarot readings, and I also combine it with Reiki, which helps me immensely in managing my anxiety, as well as a combination that I have found, trialed and tested, and it works so well for me. And I can truly say that the way I feel now is incredibly and vastly different to how I felt even a year ago. I was all over the place, nervous, just nervous about even small things in life. I had difficulty making decisions, sometimes even small decisions, because my nervous system was so out of whack. And it is through holistic coaching as well as strategical coaching that I have gained the tools, and I have gone through the process myself to really regulate my nervous system really well, to be able to navigate life more effortlessly and live how I want to. And I have heaps of energy these days, which I didn't always before. I really didn't. I felt like I had to get something done. I was as a shy, overthinking kind of 18-year-old. Even at 20, even at 25, I was similar. I was a bit better, but I was still kind of out of whack and cared a lot about what other people thought of me, and opinions, and I was afraid of giving my opinions and judgment so much more. And where I am today is vastly different, and it feels like so many things are possible, so much more is possible for me now that I have gone through a very guided spiritual plus strategical path. And that is something I can guide you through as well. And if you like my approach And if you have any more questions, you can send me a DM on Instagram and I can provide you more details of how I do that. I also offer a 10-week mentorship program, which is beginning in January. And if you'd like more information about that, please reach out to me. I will be posting more about it on my Instagram page. And this mentorship program is a 10-week program which literally involves looking at our patterns. What patterns are actually blocking us from achieving what we want? What patterns are actually have been there for so long, especially if this can happen when you've been wanting to leave a job, a relationship, or something, a situation that you're like, I'm fed up, but I don't know how to leave it. You know, that's often a very challenging situation to navigate, and you can't often see what is blocking you, whether it's lack of trust, whether it's that you feel like you're not sure what your real passions are, so what will you go into if you do leave it? And that is something I can help you through my approach of looking at yourself, what really you are good at and what you're actually not that good at, and perhaps you're trying to go for it because you feel like that will bring you more money, it's more trendy, like a lot of people are going into AI and which can be a great strategy to go into. But if that is something that doesn't really interest you, but you think you should go for it because it will get you more money, perhaps that's not the right way to go about it. Yes, I offer coaching, mentorship, and tarot reading. So let's begin with our December reading and see what is coming up. I'm excited to see what is coming up, at least for the first half of December anyway. I've got my tarot deck here. Let's check what is coming up intuitively. The Wheel. Okay, this can indicate quite a few things. It can also mean the number 10, which is a cycle is coming to a close. For some of you, this is going to involve quite a big change where you're going to be either moving into a new phase of life. Of course, it's the end of the year, so that naturally sometimes can happen. But for some of you, this is a big change. Career, relationship, location, a big change, a cycle that is completing, and all the other pieces to help you to move into the next phase are coming together right now. Yeah, that's what the Wheel is indicating. So, the Moon. Okay, emotional times. I think I saw this in some other readings as well, and like the December energy readings that I saw, that a lot of people were talking about the emotional challenges that will present in December, and that's not a scary thing at all. These challenges do come in other months too. It's just that it's more about navigating that duality within yourself. So, for example, if you're leaving one situation to the other, and that kind of move is going to be connecting you to your emotions a bit deeper, and almost like you will be kind of going back and forth. You're thinking, oh, but this was good about that. But what if I don't make it? What if I don't get to that stage? What if that doesn't happen? You know, it's that kind of, the fear and doubts will be a bit strong. And they usually come strong when you're very close to passing over to the other side. Not passing over, bad choice of words. Stepping over into the other side, new phase. That sort of your ego will be loud. It will be loud. And that is usually a sign that you are actually taking the right steps. You are moving into the next one, and your body is very clever, and your nervous system is very clever. It's trying to protect you to stay in your state of safety, which is the familiar, what you have known. But I would encourage you to look back at your path and the risks you have taken until now and how they have paid off. Even if they, in the long run, didn't work out, initially they gave you something that you were longing for a long time. And this is exactly what it's saying, that you are longing for something, and this stepping over is going to give you that. But it does require a bit of leap of faith. It does require that trust. Oh, that came out. Yeah, we are getting tens all over. 10 of Wands. For some of you, this will be a physical move. Some of you are moving to a different new location, packing your bags, and actually leaving that baggage behind. For some of you, this will be emotional baggage. You're leaving certain emotional baggage behind because you're stepping into that new phase. You're kind of like letting go of that old emotional baggage. 10 often indicates that. Whatever feels heavy, this month, you're going to be letting go of it. January is going to be a month, or next year, start of next year, is going to be a month of starting off light. Your body is craving to feel lighter. And that's coming. And that is coming your way. This is a confirmation of that. That is coming your way. Right, let's see. What else? King of Cups. Ground yourself. So, in this stage, you're going to need one practice at least, which is going to help you ground yourself. Often we feel ungrounded when we have too many possibilities in our mind. I could move to this location. I could be with this person and that person. It's like options. You may have lots of options that you are considering, and often that requires grounding. What is the one thing you can keep consistent in your life? It can be as simple as your morning coffee and gratitude routine. If it's not that, then you can have something like a gym routine, or just like a home stretches, 10 minutes a day or something like that. But you're going to need that because this month is going to be again a bit ungrounded because you're going to be reaching stability beginning of the next year. So this month you're going to have to make decisions, which is where this emotional card links in. This duality will come to an end, like kind of two options, or not just two, but many options that are open. It's going to be coming to close to one or a few options that you're going to be pursuing in the next year. Prioritizing is going to become clearer. Cannot talk. Okay. What else? Strength. Yeah, this card indicates you are strong enough to handle the stepping into the next phase. You are strong enough. You have all the tools. You have the experiences. You have done all the courses that you needed to do. You have enough knowledge. Buying another course to make you feel like that you need this support to step into the next phase, or have a hard conversation, make a hard change. This card is indicating you already have those tools and information. If you are going to buy a course, it's because you want to feel safe. It's not for the information. You have all the tools, and you know all the you have all the theory basically to step into the next phase. Now it's time to put it into action. And you have the strength. You are actually supported. I would advise you to, have this grounding practice. But a question to ask yourself, and it's something I have been working on as well, is what actually within us can provide us safety. You know, when we are moving locations, when we are moving from one relationship into perhaps being into alone or a different kind of relationship, or leaving a job and moving into something else, or not even, just this transition phase, there is this trust muscle, whether that is the universe, your spirit guides, or your even just trust within yourself, or just whatever you believe in, whatever your belief is. So for some people it is God, and for some people it's universe. So for some people it's just themselves and their ability. Whatever that belief system is, you're going to need that this month. You're going to need to rely on that belief, and trusting almost like this higher power within you, whether that's the universe. I'm saying that because that resonates with me. I always say, okay, universe has my back. Someone has got your back, whatever you believe in, and it's time to rely on them. And if you can't rely on that, it's going to be difficult to take those steps, and fear will and doubts will creep in a lot more. Rely on them. Reach out to people. You don't have to do this alone. I didn't do it alone. I reached out to coaches, I reached out to my friends, I reached out to the right people who have gone through this path. You can reach out to me if that's what you feel called to do. I can guide you through this. So that's a message for someone if you are trying to navigate certain paths. Right, let's get a few more messages, but I'm going to move to my other deck, which is this. What messages do we get? Ooh, okay. Finding balance. And then we got being yourself is sacred. Some of you may be afraid of really feeling like, if I'm my complete self and authentic self, if I share everything, and you don't need to share everything, but if I share like what and who I truly am, I may not be accepted anymore. That's, for some of you, this message will resonate. That by acceptance, I mean, some of you might be moving into a new friendship group, a new collaborative group, a new job will involve new colleagues. And this will allow you to be yourself a lot more. And for some of you, this right now feels like, I don't know if I'm going to be accepted as who I am, because you weren't accepted as you are in the last situation, place, wherever you weren't accepted as you were. And that's because you perhaps didn't fully accept yourself. You know, you felt like, okay, if I show all of those parts, perhaps I won't be accepted. But in the new place, or even within your existing place, talking to the right people, and people you feel a bit more safe with, you can try out by testing a few little things and see whether that works for you. In my example, I was initially, before I stepped onto this path, I was very logical minded. I am and was a scientific researcher. So pretty much I relied on logic for the longest time, and that's how I made my decisions. And when I stepped into spirituality and holistic side of things, manifestation and looking into it, I was often scared, sometimes I still am, to share that side of me, to share that with people at work and share that with online, you know. And it's kind of really being open was difficult, and sometimes still is. The way to go about it is to share one information at a time, and it can be, you don't need to say the whole thing, right? You can go one step at a time and share it that way. And that will bring you balance. That will make you feel more energetic. The lighter you feel, the more energy you'll have and more balanced you will feel. Because right now that weight, those tipping scales is going to go that way. But if you drop that load off and offload whatever is feeling heavy, step by step, just a little by little, it will kind of balance it out. That's what is going to bring you balance. Sharing more of yourself, sharing more of what you believe in is going to bring you more balance. Last card. I'm going to look at the chakra deck. Oh, okay. I legit don't know what that means. Despondence. I feel like we had this before. By taking action, I found the road out. Okay, this is a month of action. Fast-paced month. and a month of action. Which is what I was saying earlier. A question to ask yourself: in which part of my life am I feeling immobilized? I know what I need to do. Am I willing to trust myself? Big theme of trust. A big theme of trust is coming up. So, are you willing to trust yourself whilst it's scary? This is where I was saying, and I want to reiterate that message. Rely on your trust and belief system. Whether that's yourself, whether that's your higher self, universe, God, spirit guides, whatever you believe in, it's time to rely on them. That's what that system is there for you. It is for you to take advantage of. We all have this. We all have this availability of trust and reliance on our higher self, the universe, and the belief system that you have. Rely on that. Rely on that. Ask for what you need help with. You are being guided to ask for what you need help with. You don't have to do it alone. I think I'm going to end the reading there. So remember, cycles are coming to an end, and it's time to offload and make space for the new. It's time to offload whatever is not serving you, whatever doesn't bring you joy, whatever is no longer in alignment, and you are protected. Rely on your system of trust, whatever that is for you. It is going to be a bit of an emotional month. You are going to be going through emotional challenges where you won't be sure exactly, you will kind of go back and forth. And in that back and forth, you're going to need a grounded practice. You're going to have to either meditate, go out for walks, or write in your gratitude journal. Each day you're going to need a practice to help you take action each day on the thing that matters to you the most and will bring you closer to your next steps. And you have the strength. You have the strengths. You have all the tools. You don't need to buy another course on manifestation. You don't need to buy another course on something else. You have all the steps. In case you feel like you are alone and you don't know what steps to take, how to make that change, you're afraid of making that change, message me, contact me, and I can provide you with that help. And I also offer coaching sessions. A 90-minute coaching session with me will help you gain that support, that building that trust and that encouragement, and really kind of feeling like, I got this. Yeah, I got this. I have this on my side. I've seen people do it. Lots of other people are doing it, that I can do it too. Rely on that. You have it under control, and you got this. All right. I hope this reading resonates with you, and take only what resonates, leave out the rest. This is a general reading. For personal reading, of course, you can contact me. I wish you a great week, and I'll see you in the next reading.